Hello everybody, welcome back aboard the Crazy Train. This is Crazy Canuck from Saskatchewan, Canada. Time for a reveal. On that container that was growing the onions and potatoes, this is the harvest of onion tops that I took, which is substantially higher than what it did in the greenhouse last year. Last year in the greenhouse, it would grow one stalk with some bulbets on top and maybe one extra leaf, and that was it. Under container and the lights, it grew a lot more usable green onions. Now these I did harvest last year. I cut them up and they might be alright if you use them in soups, grind them fine, because they are very woody. So that's something to keep in mind. Here's the container. I broke everything down. We're going to dump it out and see what we've got. Actually, I'll pull the onions first to see what we have here. So there's one. That'll make a good seed onion. There's another one. There's probably 4 or 5 seed onions in there. So we're actually producing some good seed for follow-up. There's another one. There's more, and they are divided, so the crop of seed onions has really at least doubled, so that's a good thing. This one doesn't look very good, but we'll see what that does later. So that's the onions. So pretty much doubled what I started with the onion sets. So now for the potatoes. Love doing this one-handed. Yeah, there's a nice little potato, little purple potato. Shaking everything out here. I'm sure the chickens will be happy with all the potato tops. I wasn't expecting a whole lot from this, the way it was growing. So I'm just going to shut down here for a second and go through this and see what I can find. Okay, so saw the results of the container grow under the lights. Did make a lot more onions than if it was outside, so that system would definitely work good for onions. So now it's time to do some planting, and actually it's past time to do some planting. So I got some peppers, since I don't have any seed that I saved, some bush cucumbers, and some peppers that are mystery seeds, because I have no idea what they are, so it should be a nice little surprise. So now, first thing I did was mix up some perlite and peat moss, about half and half. Gave it a little bit of water to soak it down a bit. Now the one little trick I like to do is I use a product that's a micronized softrock phosphorus. So all I do is put a little bit in with the seed, shake it up, and the seed is now treated. What I find by using this is if I have germination problems, it'll increase germination by about 10%, and it increases vigor substantially. Now, I'm just using a donut container that I repurposed. We'll put some of the soil in there. This is I could just use peat moss, but it likes to crust over, so this will help keep it a little more fluffy. So now I take the treated seeds and I'll just sprinkle them in. The phosphorus and everything. And that's the mystery seeds. So then I'll plant the cucumbers. Pretty much exactly the same way. Trying to do this one-handed. I'll put them into the container. Put a little bit of soft rock in there. Oops. A little bit too much, but that's okay. It's a natural product. I don't think you can really overdo it. At least nobody can afford to do it on field scale, that's for sure. So then these seeds are treated, and we'll put these into the center here. And that's our cucumbers. And now for the bell peppers. We'll put those in here. A little more soft rock. Shake them up, get them good and treated. And put those over here. There. So those are planted. I'll throw a little bit of soil on top. Pack it in nice. Close them up. And now you have a seed starter with a humidome that costs nothing. So then all it takes is some labeling. So we got the peppers, which are mystery. We have the bush cucumbers. And the Cal Wonders peppers. So there, everything's labeled, everything's seeded. So now we'll just wait for those to come up. We'll put this in a nice warm place. And in probably a week to 10 days, they'll be up. And in 2 weeks, we'll be transplanting. More projects in the future. Now I got one more little update here, and I'll be right back. Alright, if you remember one of the last videos, I said these onions decided to grow on their own, regardless of what conditions there were in the shop. So I decided I'm going to just set them up like I did with the other ones, except this time I am just going to grow onions. We'll see what a monocropping system does on the onions under this light. We already know these were the highest bricks to start with. So let's see what happens now. So there's a trial I did last year on a germination, and the one on the right was treated with micronized soft rock phos. The one on the left wasn't. You can see a drastic difference. So that's why I treat all my seed now to get the extra vigor and increased germination. So that's it for this update. And as usual, like if you like, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll talk soon.